How's it going, YouTube? My name is Mike. This channel right here is Health and Wealth. Thanks for today. Just a little update. I want to go over how the markets are doing today from my eyes to yours. And we'll take a look, right? We'll see if they're looking good, if they're not looking good, if they're looking ugly, if they're looking just beautiful. But it really depends. Are you a cup half full kind of person, or are you a glass half empty kind of person? So, we'll look at it from both angles. And, I've been looking at it kind of from both angles myself over the last, I don't know, what, 2 weeks, it seems like. I don't know. It could be longer, could be shorter, but it feels like it's been longer, doesn't it? So today, Jensen Huang, the CEO of NVDA, spoke at a conference, at the GTC conference, and talked about the future of NVIDIA. It looks good. I want to talk about thoughts that I want to go through coming up here. And just so we're all on the same page. This isn't financial advice. It's just me talking about what I'm seeing. And I mean, you guys talk back to me about what you're seeing, what you're thinking about the market yourself. So, I've been investing for not very long, just over 4 years now. It's like 4.5 years of like stock market investing, which, if you look at that over the grand scheme of time, is not a long time. So I don't have a ton of experience in stocks. I'm just relatively new. I've traded and picked and bought and sold hundreds and hundreds of stocks out there. So I'm just looking at the market from my eyes here, just and sharing my experience with you guys. And I really enjoy that you share your experience back with me in the comments. It's huge. Yeah, it's really good, and I think the whole community really appreciates that you do that. So what I'm going to do, I have a bunch of tabs open on my screen here. First one is Yahoo Finance. The first person I see on there is Trump. So why Trump's next big tariff move could be a shocker. So if you don't know, you should know that, every time that the word tariff gets spoken about, the market goes up or down. And so just one person is manipulating the market to go up or down with this tariff conversation. So if we were to kind of sidebar tariffs for a while, I think the market would have a better time recovering, but that's just me. That's one thing. The other thing is the jobless claims are increasing in the US, and that's really contributing to fear of recession, things like that. The next thing, same guy, Trump, he's got a phone call designated for today at some point to talk to Putin over there in Russia, to try and lower the hostility with them and Ukraine, right? This is another reason why the markets have been slumping so badly here. I'm on Yahoo Finance right now. I like the dark mode on Yahoo Finance, by the way. But there's a couple things in here, right? NVIDIA GTC conference may be a wake-up moment for investors. NVIDIA debuts next generation Vera Rubin super chip. Now, this is pretty big. I saw a stat that NVIDIA's sales have grown sixfold since 2013. So, in the last 12 years, it's gone up 6 times. That's pretty impressive. And I was just watching some of the GTC conference, watching Jensen Huang talk, and I thought, like, this guy is so composed. He had two cords that were all tangled up, and he didn't freak out. He just, he untangled them in front of this live audience, and then continued on talking about his technologies and his company's technologies. So NVIDIA is kind of like what is holding the market where it is. If NVIDIA failed, the market would fail. If NVIDIA comes out with incredible technology, then the market's going to probably do well as well, right? So, just things like this, choppy Trump policies, stocks drop, has some rethinking the retirement plans. I know you guys are probably the same as that statement right there. Here's another one. Dow slides 250 points. S&P 500 fights to stay out of the correction territory. Oof. Well, let's go take a look at it. Here's the S&P 500 over the last month. Let's refresh that page. Down 8%. That's a lot. That's a lot for the S&P 500. If we take a look at each year. In the last year, it went up 9% until today. But I mean, if we go, let's do it. Let's go take a look at some of the years. Let's go March 2020 to March 2021. Give me a second here. Wow. Okay. Getting close. There it is. We'll go with that one. Up. Is that true? 70%? Holy smokes. That must have been COVID, right? Let's go from that day. So March 12th all the way to March 12th the next year here. There's March 11th, up 6%. Okay, let's go from March 11th all the way, which is 2022 to March 11th, 2023. Just random date I picked out on the top of my head here. Well, just from the very first one. Here we go, down 8% in that same time period. Let's go March 10th, 2023 to March 10th, 2024. You can see a big climb here. There we go, up 32%. Okay, so after a slight correction there, a slight down year period, March to March, mind you, it went up. So let's go do the next one here. Which let's go March 1st until March 1st of this year, up. Holy smokes, is that true? 15%. Let's go all the way. 12%. Wow, that's pretty good, right? 12% in that time period. So you can see here in the last month, we're down 8% in 1 month. That is very, very concerning. That's a lot. That's a lot of percentage down in 1 month. Let's go to the QQQY here in that same month, down 11.51%. Russell 500 down 10% in that same 1 month period there. Last 5 days up a little bit, today down just a little bit, but that's pretty concerning for sure. And so a lot of us here are yield max investors. That's why you're on this channel. And so for yield max investors, we're probably not doing so well in the market. So I've got all three of my funds open here. So I've got MSTY. If we take a look at the last month, down 20%. MicroStrategy is going to be down just slightly less than that in that same time period. Coney in the last month, down 31%. Now, I want to talk about both of those. Those are crypto plays, or for MSTY, a Bitcoin play. And then Coinbase or Coney is all cryptos, right? If we take a look at Bitcoin over the last month, it's down 14%. So it kind of correlates to the underlying stocks of Coinbase and Mr. But Coinbase or Coney and MSTY are down more. And the reason for that is because we have a lot of downside risk. And so when the market goes down, they tend to go down quicker. On top of that, they both paid out distributions since then, and that also increases the amount of downside that we've had there too, because whenever they pay out distribution, the price of the share comes down that amount as well. So that's interesting. Now I'm going to call it heavily invested in NVDA. And a little bit invested in NVIDIA. I have 10 shares in NVIDIA. My average cost of NVIDIA is $132. That conference is happening as we speak here, and you can see it's down 2% today. But I mean, if we look at the last, let's go 1 month, down 16%. So as soon as I bought it, it went down, right? That's just classic. Well, I guess I bought it around 132. So I was buying it on the downside, but should have waited a little longer. But that's the way life works for everybody. NVIDY itself down 1.33% today, but down 20% in that same period. 20% compared to 16, so 4% more than NVIDIA. Let's take a look here. NVIDIA announces Blackwell Ultra Rubin AI chips. If you haven't paid attention to NVIDIA, they are for sure the company of the future in my mind. They are just completely changing the world. They're innovating like crazy. They're putting out that AI technology. They're going to be, putting out the AI technology for autonomous cars. They are moving very, very quickly. And for me, I kind of think like, why am I not involved in NVIDIA more? So I think you guys tell me what I should think here, okay? Because I know you well. I think I want to buy more NVIDIA with my upcoming NVIDY distribution, which is a few weeks away still. But I want to buy more NVDA with the NVDY distribution. So what I have been doing is taking my NVDY money, putting it into MSTY, taking my MSTY money, putting it into MSTY, and building up that position. But I think I'm going to take a couple of months off from the NVDY money to MSTY, and I'm going to move the NVDY money to NVIDIA. I think that's a good move long term. I want to experience that upside that NVIDIA has the potential to pay. Right now, NVIDIA itself, let's go take a look at it again, is at $117 a share. My average cost is $132. So if I can double up and go to 20 shares and bring my average cost down in between the two of them, make it like 124, 125, something like that, I think that would be good. I think that would be really good, considering that almost all analysts are hovering around the 170 to 190 price projection for NVIDIA. And I think those are the reasons why I think it's important for me to add more to the NVIDIA fund, because I think 10 years from now, it's going to be an incredible stock, right? This thing's going to be around forever. This thing, in my opinion, this thing's going to be around forever. And it's just, they keep innovating and they keep improving the world. And I think that's the reason why I want to do that. Let me know your feelings. Let me know how you feel about that decision. My name is Mike. If you like this video, you're going to love this video. I hope you have a great day. This is Health and Wealth. Bye for now.